Hey everybody, today we're going to be talking about glues, adhesives, whatever you want to call them, for putting together your PLA projects. So we're going to have three candidates here I'm going to go over, and these are going to be three that I think are probably, at least to me, the most popular ones. I also have some little failed, not ready, not good for sale ghost project, ghosts that we'll be gluing together. So we'll glue these together like this because I figured it would give me something good to be able to test these with my not so scientific test. But anyways, let's get down to what we're testing today. So the first thing on the list is going to be CA glue, or what they would say super glue. You can have super glue readily available anywhere. I'm going to also test today a kicker with this super glue. This is both made by Zap, put links down below if this is something you want to try. I get these at my local hobby store, to where I get my D&D stuff and do some of my miniatures. But I definitely use this in my resin prints. But we're going to test it here on PLA because super glue is probably the most common agent that people use to put PLA together. What the kicker does is it'll make it cure instantly, basically. And then, in my opinion, the kicker also makes it a little stronger. I could be wrong there, but like I said, there'll be links below for both of these. After that, we're going to have this stuff. This is a little more expensive than the super glue. If you get super glue and a kicker, they're probably relatively the same price. What this is from Cygrip, and it's number 16 acrylic cement. We will be trying this out. I've recently started using this. Some things of note with this, and we're going to go over this when I'm doing the applications, is this stuff is runny. Like, I do not have to squeeze this tube for it to come out. I tilt it on the side and it starts coming out. So if you do opt to go with this, I would be mindful of that because you can get it everywhere if you're not careful. Also with this stuff, it has some set times on it. It's got a working time of 5 to 6 minutes. Its fixture time is 10 minutes. So after about 10 minutes, you can kind of use it. And then it's 80% strength at 24 hours. So it's got a little bit of a cure time. The last product that we're going to go over here is PLA Gloop. Now, I've used this over the years. This is the most expensive item on the list. They've changed their packaging in recent years. I hope the expense isn't due to the packaging, and I wonder if this packaging serves any purpose. It used to just come with a bottle in a Ziploc baggie. It was kind of interesting. But then you can take this out and you got this. This was like, I want to say 30 bucks or something like that for this container. And one of the things I've discovered with this product is once you open it and start using it, you better have products lined up because it tends to go bad. It tends to get hard and crystallized. That's why I wonder if some of this packaging, and I see they changed their bottle some. You just have a metal screw-on cap. Now it looks like it's got a sturdier cap. I don't know. We'll see. I guess we're going to try that out too. And we're going to see what's the best. We're going to look over the pros and cons and, just kind of go from there. So like I said, our test subjects are going to be these. I'm going to scuff the edges of each one. I'm going to apply the glue and adhesives. And then we're going to let them set for 24 hours to cure. Some of these don't need 24 hours, but to keep it all equal, we're going to do 24 hours and come back and pick the video up from there. So without further ado, let me scuff these up and I'll show you some of the application. We'll go from there. Alrighty, so first up, we're going to do the application of the super glue. Now, super glue or CA glue, like I said, is very common. One of the things I don't care for with the CA glue is I am starting to play with some cosplay stuff, and just from working with miniatures, one of the things I've found is you're able to break this apart, the bond apart, easier in colder weather. So like I would freeze a lot of my miniatures if I needed to break them up and be able to separate them that way. So just keep that in mind if you're going to be out in a lot of cold weather. Watch out for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to apply some of it here. I'm going to kind of be generous with it. Then we're going to open up our kicker. I'll spray a little bit of our kicker on the other side. And then, boom. Nice bond, so we'll let that sit. And like I said, 24 hours, we'll come back with that. I mean, it's already set. It's pretty, you know, sturdy, but like I said, I want to let it cure. I want to get a good, nice cure on that. But so that's our first piece. Alrighty, next up is going to be our acrylic 16. And like I said, there'll be links to this down below. What I like about this, I think this was 17 bucks for this tube, and so far I found a little, it goes a long way. Now watch this. I'm just going to tilt this on its side. No squeezing whatsoever, and it just comes out. So you definitely need to be careful with this stuff because you can really make a mess everywhere. All right, let's go ahead and put these two pieces together. Kind of give it a good. And then we're going to go ahead and let this cure for the next 24 hours. All right, last but not least, we got our PLA gloop. Now, like I said, I've liked this stuff over the years, but you know, this stuff is always on back order. It always takes forever to get. I haven't seen it on Amazon. You got to order from their website, all that happy stuff. Let's just go ahead and pop this bad boy open. Oh, wow. So this may, okay, like I said, I haven't used this in a while. Their packaging has changed. I don't know if you can see it here or not. I don't want to just tilt this over, but there's now a rubber seal here. So when you put this in, yeah, so that might be a winner there. Because this stuff used to really crystallize and dry up. It has a brush to apply it with, so let's kind of go like this. I want to get some of this gloop all over there. Now this is going to basically weld the pieces together. So let's see what we got. Let's kind of press it together here. It is already just like stuck. Now if you look at the instructions for this, it says sand, slather, squeeze. Cure time on this, I can't remember exactly what it was. I want to say it was like 2 hours, but like I said, for the sake of consistency with this experiment, we are going to let all this stuff cure for 24 hours before we start getting loopy with it. I mean, yeah, you can already, so all this stuff is pretty set already for the most part. Like I said, you got your, we'll call it A16 for the acrylic, the 3D gloop, and then our super glue. Anyways, I'll see you guys in 24 hours, and we'll see what kind of damage we can do to these. Alrighty, it has been a little over 24 hours, and we have our glued together ghosts. They, you know, look like big pills or something. Anyways, so let's do our not so scientific testing. So this first one is the super glue and the kicker. So let's go ahead and give us a little twist. Nothing going there. Now let's, now you can see the super glue held. You know, this actually broke the print. So we'll see how many times that happens, but that's your super glue with the kicker. So there we have that. Next, we're going to do the acrylic 16, you know, whatever you want to call it. You know, the blue tube. Give it the twist test. It's good there, okay. So now we'll just all right, same thing. Holding really good. Last but not least, we have the PLA gloop. Like I said, this was the most expensive out of the batch. You know, so let's do the twist. Okay, so it doesn't, twisting doesn't do anything. Okay, let's get these ready. And again, similar. Now I will say this peeled up a little. Oh, no, it's broke on both sides. Wow. So pretty much all of them had a pretty similar result. So the PLA gloop, it kind of, yeah, I'm just peeling this whole thing off. Look at that. The PLA gloop basically does like a weld. I believe this does also. This is the blue stuff in the tube, the acrylic cement. Looks like I'm peeling some of it away. There's a little bit of like welding type of things, and then the super glue. Like I said, my experience with super glue is if you get this cold, that the super glue will let go, like if you freeze it. So depending on what you're doing, that you might want to keep that in mind, the super glue. These other two kind of have like a melting, welding effect. So anyways, I don't know if that helps anybody, but it's kind of inconclusive in a lot of ways. These are 3 tried and true glues or adhesives that all had what I would consider relatively good results. Obviously your super glue is going to be your most cost effective. It's readily available everywhere. Let me know what you guys think, and if you have any other suggestions for me, I'd love to do some more testing and you know, find something more rigorous to do with this stuff. I think I'm going to do some cosplay pieces with some of these and just see how that goes together, that kind of thing. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out the links below for where to get these products. Talk to you later.